Hodl your Bitcoin for 20 years. What does that mean to hodl? Hodl is one of those funny terms that have come up through the internet and also through pop culture, where someone misspelled the word hold and it caught on, and now everybody says in the Bitcoin community hodl. And what does hodl mean? It really means more than just hold. It is this mindset of I am going to keep my Bitcoin forever if possible until I find ways that I can live off of it without having to use it, which I believe ways like that are coming, and we will see them in the next 5 to 10 years. We'll start to see some very legitimate and very safe ways to earn some money. And even if we don't, holding it for the long term is such a good habit to build, to have this hodl mindset that I'm in it for the long haul. And we'll talk a little bit about that. Why 20 years? 20 years is a very significant amount of time. It's going to get you through several cycles of Bitcoin, probably 4 or 5 big cycles or medium cycles of Bitcoin. And Bitcoin has this 4-year cycle that I think is important to talk about, that we've noticed so far. This may change over time, but right now it's holding pretty steady, that every 4 years there's what's called a halving in Bitcoin. And what this means is that every day new Bitcoin is being created, a small supply of it. And every 4 years, this supply is cut in half until about 100, 120 years from now, it will stop producing new Bitcoin. All 21 million Bitcoin will be produced, and there won't be any more new Bitcoin produced. But in the meantime, every 4 years, the supply of new Bitcoin is cut in half. And this, over the first 4 cycles, this has had a significant impact on the price of Bitcoin, and the Bitcoin market it creates a lot of volatility. It shakes out small players that have not made bad decisions. It shakes out the fraudsters. It shakes out businesses who may have had good intentions but have made bad decisions, and it cleans out the market. But the beautiful thing about this, and that we talked about in the last lesson, if you are holding your own Bitcoin in your own secure wallet, if you are someone who is in self-custody of their own Bitcoin, you are protected from these fluctuations. You're protected from these frauds, and you're able to benefit from the long-term growth of having that hodl mindset of Bitcoin. That 20-year period will get you through probably 5 of these cycles if they stay as they are right now, and you will see this over and over again. And it will start to build confidence with you, because you will see, wow, there are cycles here. There are things that continue to happen, that happened before, happen again. It will give you confidence that you know to a certain degree what's going on. None of us can really know exactly how everything's going to fall out. But when we start to see these patterns and we take advantage of these patterns, it starts to build some serious consequence, some serious confidence in us. And this is nothing new. This has been happening for hundreds of years. People have been making great success in the stock market by having a long-term focus on these things. I think everybody knows who Warren Buffett is, and he has been someone who has been a buy and hold, a hodl type mentality, where he's found good assets and he holds them for the long term, and then finds ways to have those assets make him money. Those companies that he buys, the stock in those companies, pay him cash that in turn he can use to go buy more companies, right? He has used this hodl mindset, this long-term thinking, to build a massive fortune. And this can be used for you too. And this is something that we'll talk about a little bit more in another video, but there's an economic term that economics nerds and geeks love to throw around. It's called time preference. And time preference is very interesting in terms of money, but it has application. It can be applied to all aspects of our lives. And someone with a high time preference is someone who wants things right now. They want immediate gratification, right? They want the benefit, they want the pleasure, they want the excitement right now. Someone with a low time preference is someone who realizes that or maybe they don't even realize it, but they're holding out for something better down the road, right? They see if they save this now, it may produce more for them later, and they're willing to forego or willing to pass up opportunities to have pleasure, fun, excitement, whatever, right now for more benefit in the future. And that's called low time preference. Again, we'll talk about more of that in another video, but hodling for 20 years your Bitcoin helps you, and seeing the cycles that it goes through helps you to develop low time preference. And this, like I said, it has benefits in all areas of our lives. It is such a powerful principle, and that is why I recommend that you buy the Bitcoin for $500 worth of Bitcoin, move it to a secure wallet, and hold it, hodl it for 20 years.